It's all your fault. I blame you. It wasn't me. I blame you. No, I was thinking about Celeste. I was totally... The headlights were on. I was staring into the headlights. Oh, man. That's funny. Yeah, that was just a test to make sure that the tutorial still loses time. It does, in case you were wondering. Good thing we tested that. We can move on now. Good testing stream, boys. We have documented proof. How's it going, Lord Doctor? I just wanted to restart the run for Lord Doctor because he missed the beginning. Oh boy. Ba, 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 ba. I wanted to restart the run for Lord Doctor. I definitely did not make a stupid mistake at all. Never happened. I never make mistakes. Yo, Shammy with the beautiful 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, my man. Legend. See, we got better ATB this time. See, it was all planned. All planned. We even got a good Avalanche Skip. We're on a roll. How's it going, Banya? Yeah, I got it down. Sometimes I still get kind of caught up in like the buttons because it's pretty complicated. Like the first up left input you have to walk, but then the second one you have to run, and sometimes I get like tied up trying to figure out what buttons I'm gonna press. But for the most part, it's going well. I'm getting it consistently now. I don't have to reset for it. It's just sometimes it's not as fast. Shammy, thank you so much for the gifted subs to Essen Sasha. Grays, Rick Flores, Mammoth with the 4 months, and Metroid Lime. I like that name. No! Stupid railing. I'm not even gonna beat Jessie now. Oh, I beat her. I like pushed her out of the way. Spinky and the brain, Spinky and the brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. We're laboratory mice. Something, something. Thrice. Spinky, Spinky and the brain, brain. Narf. One does the skip, the other resets. The same thing we do every day, RJP. Try to break the video games. Thanks, Banya. It's good to have you here. Try this again. $90. What's up, Zach Swatch? That's a brand new 3-year sub! Foam in the chat. Yeah, see, he's gonna end with like 50. What? Okay, somebody lied. He does not have 800 health. Or my calculator's broken. I don't... Why is my calculator broken then? Because I swear to everything, I did not do 800 damage. I think my calculator's broken. It was taken off the wiki, so probably wrong. No, I think I just added... I think I'm doing something wrong with my calculator. I think it's set to... stupid. It's set to Celsius or something. I'm doing math in metric. God dang it. My calculator's set to Australian. It's all screwed up. God, I got the back attack again. Oh, but I got away. No way. Big luck. Thank you so much, Aqualu, for the 3 years. E3 tomorrow. Ha! Funny joke. Hafa, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime for the 2 months. You're the best. E3 lol. Thank you so much, Qualu. By the way, because you're a 3-year sub, you get a intro quote now. You just have to decide what you want. Every time you enter the chat, it'll the bot will say something. Just have to choose what you want. How's it going, Lionheart? Dude, I'm telling you, like, my calculator's broken. I don't know how. See you, Mythic. Good luck. If you find anything, be sure to tell everyone else but me. It's only fair. I deserve it. Already had that in the plan. I'm ready to get out of here. Some stupid speedrunner can't skip the tutorials. It's not gonna be pretty. What's up, General? Nice. I'm happy your internship went well. I had an internship at Best Buy. It wasn't actually an official internship, it's just whenever I go to Best Buy, people ask me stupid questions about stuff, even though I don't work there. Like, they just see me wearing glasses and they're like, he looks like he knows about printers. So you could say it was an internship. This guy's a nerd. Nice. That was really good. Really good. Yo, how about to give the gifted sub to Tyler? Welcome to the crew, Tyler. Could you get some help with your printer? No. Dude, printers are awful. I don't know how to work any printer I've ever owned. That's what this new route is. Part of it is Mega All. Deep tech support. I do wear khakis in the summer, so that doesn't help. I just had to stay away from Best Buy during the summer. I've worn khakis like my whole life before I was a dad. But maybe that was just my inner dad coming out. Or do I purchase more AOL minutes? On the contrary, I hate State Farm, so... I don't usually publicly drop, like, companies' names, because I feel like that's unprofessional. But I hate State Farm. I don't mind dropping their name. They cost me $10,000. I will always hate State Farm. Like a good neighbor, stay over there. I don't care about you, or Avalanche, or State Farm. I have a favorite among my Final Fantasy stuff collection. Well, I really like my unopened Black Label version of the game. I bought that a while ago and I really like it. I also really like this poster that Darth got for me. Well, it's not even a poster, it's a disc plate. And the Sephiroth one's cool too. Hey guys, do you want to learn how to use materia? I know it loses time. We have proof from last run, but like I don't really know how to use materia. I was wondering if the game could maybe explain it. Boy, do I. I've been running around with all this materia and I don't know how to use it. need like a Schoolhouse Rock song about materia. I'm just a materia. Yes, I'm only a materia. And I'm sitting here in the cafeteria. Materia girl. I can't sing that, I'll get copyright grabbed. Because I sound just like Madonna. Good. Godlike strats. Think of the 666. Let's go on hook plane. I know, without the tutorial, how does any of this work? How's it going, Sun Guy? You want to see me PB? You're in the wrong place. You should get a time machine. It is true though, I almost always PB on Mondays. So this could be the day. See you, Mike. Have a good one. I don't know, I usually do better with games when I come back with a fresh mind. I don't know what it is. It's been that way with like every game. Like even like big challenges, when I take a big break from them and come back, I usually nail them like super fast. It's weird. I mean, I PB'd Celeste today with my first actual run after 5 days of not playing it. Exol die. As long as Napaz doesn't blow up the kitchen, we'll be good. It's French. Playing the game in French. They do materia. This is a pretty good wall market. Just good movement. Usually my movement through wall market's garbage. It's actually pretty big. We actually tested it the other day because we thought Mega All might actually be able to make that route faster, but it's actually a lot slower. It's surprising how much slower it is. Get. I couldn't see Cloud. The text was in the way. Yeah, so Avalanche Skip skips naming both Cloud and Barrett. So Barrett's name is just Barrett, but Cloud's name is X-Soldier, but there's not enough room for X-Soldier, so it's X-Soldy. In other words, Exodia. Yeah. The minigames in the remake are all super fun. It really is that big, yeah. You wouldn't think so, but it is. The biggest problem with having Cloud not be picked is that a lot of the places you go for the items, you have to go anyways. Like, you have to do the squat minigame regardless. And you have to go to the inn regardless because you need your MP back. And you have to go to the bar regardless because you have to talk to the old guy. So, you don't really go out of your way for any of the items. The most out of your way you go is the restaurant and the pharmacy, but they're like on the way to the inn anyways. So it just doesn't end up wasting as much time as you would think. We could potentially use this ether and then not have to go to the inn, but I don't think it'd be worth it even that way. Because now with this new route, I could actually buy like 3 ethers later probably, but. No, except I wouldn't have the ether to throw on Red 13. So I think it would actually lose time later if we don't rest at the inn. But even if we didn't go to the inn, I still think it'd be slower. The other issue is that there's no way to get Aerith picked quickly. So you have to get Tifa picked. And with Aerith, you have to watch her. You have to watch the cutscene where she runs around in circles, and that wastes time. So it just kind of all boils down to time waste in the end. And you have to do an extra menu to equip Mega All. And you have to buy the armor early. It just ends up being slower, surprisingly. Like I said, nothing you do takes a lot of time. I guess probably the biggest time sink is waiting for the food. Because the pharmacy takes all of 5 seconds, and the inn takes all of 10 seconds, and the materia guy doesn't take long. And bar skip is almost as, like, it's not super long. Because you have to talk to the old guy anyways. And you have to do, you have to do the squats regardless. You have to do a wig. That's the only item you have to get. So yeah. Maybe in like a crazy world, if everything went perfect, you could like break even, but then you'd be using an extra ether. So, and doing an extra menu. So yeah, I don't think there's any way it ever saves time. I might try it again sometime, but it just doesn't seem like it's ever going to pan out. And the extra experience and money you get is useless. Sneak attack wouldn't really save much time. Their attacks are super short. Maybe a couple of seconds. But then again, where are you going to equip it? You'd have to not equip Magic Plus, I think. Then you'd probably have to use Bolt 3. At that point, is it even saving time? And what would you take instead of sneak attack? Like what material would you get rid of? Can't get rid of Mega All. Because you don't have enough MP to use Ultima twice. Thank you, Bryce, for the 777. So yeah, it's just they're kind of screwed any way you come at it. You basically need this materia setup if you're gonna do Cloud not getting picked. There's no room for sneak attack. I didn't back row Cloud again. I'm going risky. Playing a risky game. Don't miss. Don't miss. That was a good menu. Avatar, thank you so much for the 13 months in a row. 13 months total. Thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate it. Man, that's crazy. We're already 30 seconds ahead. We haven't even really hit the time saves yet. Thank you for the some amount of months you've been here. Really, thanks for being a friend for 13 months. Doesn't really matter as much how long you've been subbed. I've just known you for that long and you've been a cool dude. So I appreciate that. Oh no, I didn't pick up steel. I can't get the item from the guy in here now. Rip the staff. That's a pretty good graveyard. I remembered enemy away this time, so that's the biggest time save. What's up to Gritty? Thanks, Avatar. And you might get away with it too, Zulof's not here. How's it going, Paul? Hey, 3969 looks pretty cool. Okay, Cloud didn't take any damage. So this should be fine. Or actually, it doesn't matter. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't even need to heal Cloud in that menu. Because he gets healed here anyways. Yeah, I'll do the materia tutorial after Reno. Yay, we didn't get played. Alright, this is the split we care about. That slap sound effect is so good. I think that slap sound effect is underappreciated. It has a sick slap effect. I mean, nothing beats the Aerith crit sound, but the slap comes close. Dude, that news feed is incredible. It really is. Like, I think that scene is the greatest scene in all of retro gaming. Like, all the old PS1 cutscenes. The fact that, like, just the angle, it makes it look like you're sitting in the chair watching the TV. And then you have the guy on the TV, but then on through the window you can see the plate starting to fall. It's so, like, surreal. If that scene was in HD, like, it would give you goosebumps. It still gives me goosebumps, even nowadays, even though it looks quote-unquote bad. Like, just the way it feels like you're sitting in your chair watching TV and you can see the plate falling, like, out of the corner of your eye through the window, and then the newsfeed cuts out right before the plate hits where the roof of your house would be. It's just, like, really jarring, I guess. Really makes you feel like you're there. the way they were able to like insert you into the cutscenes in this game, even though the cutscenes don't look that realistic. Back then they did. Nowadays, not so much, but you still feel invested in them because of the camera angles they use and the, you know, the gritty nature of them. I wonder if Tifa is technically in the party there. I don't know if you can get fights there, but if you can, then Tifa having enemy away would actually be worse there. It doesn't matter much, but it would actually affect your step count. That's unfortunate. It's a really long attack. That was better movement. The horrible homestead. Sometimes I think you aren't paying attention to the story. I'm paying attention to the story. Look, an old guy just got off the train. I think this is Polar Express. Drink Coca-Cola. Copyright. Copyright. YouTube copyright is really bad. Bad. Copyright. 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 YouTube copyright. What's that? Some content. That content is mine now. Give me your This is my content now. My content now. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised at how much Mega All really does help. Because before I just spammed Ultima and everything. But Ultima takes a lot of MP and is really long. And using Mega All Bolt allows us to break in and actually save time, which is still crazy to me. But so far it's been working. I'm hoping this is finally when we get some good luck and we see a big gold here. That's my hope. That's what I really want to see. Big gold split here. Step 1, don't screw up this jump. YouTube sucks. YouTube sucks. It just fits too good. YouTube copyrighted sucks. 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 Alright, here we go. Yog! Actually got quite the low roll there. Never seen it do under 200. This is only the second time I busted in. I'm starting to get a little better at this movement. So I'm not used to it. Yeah, this is part of our new strats. This is brand new. We haven't done this before. So new that I forgot to press the button at first. Alright, so we're hoping at least one of these isn't a fight. But so far, we've never had that happen. Out of both runs we've done or practice. Yeah, this is part of the brand new strats. This is new as of Friday. We tested this Friday and found that with this exact setup, the elevator can be faster. If we get really bad luck, it ends up breaking even. But if we get good luck, it can be faster. But it forces us to take Mega All, which before we thought was slower, but we found some new ways to make Mega All actually work pretty well. Because I used to do this with Ultima, but it was way slower because of MP and also because Ultima's animation's really long. So this only works if you do Mega All. Yeah, bolt 3 on the big guys. No luck. I don't think anyone knows what causes this, but it might be step count, in which case we'll probably always get bad luck here. But still, with good movement, this can be faster. Or at least not slower. Ooh, look at that ATV. Didn't matter though, because we're on active. They also got a turn. Alright. Let's hope we don't screw this up. Because I have not practiced this. It's gonna be really bad. I have every spell because of materia smuggling. You can check my YouTube video on that if you don't know what materia smuggling is. Not gonna risk it. I should have done the double Barrett strat. It's alright. Yeah, it's gonna be really slow now. Dang. Ooh. That was a little sketch. That was a little sketch, not gonna lie. My heart is beating. Alright, what's the password? It's gonna be bomb. Nice! Got the elixir. This is looking good. Nope, you don't need elemental. Oop. Did not mean to talk to that chest. Mayor, very bad. Try to play cards with the chest. There should be a chest that you play cards with in Final Fantasy VIII. Oh! My movement in this room is not good. Probably gonna get a fight. Good ATB though. No. Alright, I'll need to heal Cloud. That should be it though. Thank you for the 355 Walker. Appreciate it, man. Great hike, great hike, great hike. Yeah, we don't fight Emerald Weapon in this run, so we don't need to flush. If we fought Emerald Weapon, I'd flush for the 1 HP of damage, but unfortunately we don't have to fight him in this run. That was a joke. In case you were really confused. Yeah, you can beat Emerald by flushing 2 million times, but you have to have all 1/34th soldiers first. All of them, the whole set. Including the limited edition one. One in 35th soldiers. You got the wrong one then. You got the wrong edition. That's last year's set. That's like that time I told my mom to go to Walmart and buy me some Beyblades, and she bought me Bakugan instead. Freaking rip. Don't you hate that? I cry every time. I still haven't recovered, I'll be honest. The only reason I'm playing Final Fantasy VII is because I never got my Beyblades. I'd be playing Beyblades right now if I had some. I'm forced to play worse games. Okay. Here's how this fight works. Step 1, Cloud doesn't get hit. That's it. I'm so curious to see this split now. I really want this fight to go well so I can see what this split ends up being, because this was pretty good. We got everything we wanted. I had some bad movement in diagram room, but that's it. Diorama room. Everything else went well. And we got bad elevator luck, but I've never even seen good elevator luck, so I'm not even sure it exists. Lemon, thank you so much for the 14 months. It's an ordinary specimen. Good ATB. Should be good. Yeah, we good. Don't miss! Oh boy. Finally. Get to see those new splits in action. Or those new strats in action. Now that does come with a very small amount of time loss in the future. Like I said, if we get bad wrong warp luck, it's kind of compounded by the fact we don't have enemy lore. But for the most part, that's straight time gain. And having Mega All for the future is going to help a bit too with some of the fights. But it's kind of... We kind of gain time from having Mega All, but lose time to not having enemy lore, so it kind of cancels out. But that's like our big time save there for taking Mega All and breaking in. The rest of the run should be generally the same. Holy cow, Lemon with the 5 gifted subs! Holy cow. Thank you, man. Mr. Skin, J. Torres, Eka, Lord Farquaad, and Glowzoo with the 2 months. Welcome back, welcome back. So yeah, we basically just want to do this every run, and then just let the rest of the run play out and see what kind of RNG we get. But this is kind of the part of the run where all my movement and strats and stuff all take effect. Now it's just like, if we get good luck, then this run will be awesome. If we get bad luck, it'll be bad. Just kind of leave it up to the game. It's not much more necessarily like in terms of movement and stuff. We got Mansion Skip. Or not Mansion Skip. Leaving Midgar Skip is kind of like a movement thing I need to do well. But other than that, a lot of the rest of the run is just luck. And just hitting the right buttons. Remembering all the menus. Whack-a-rooney. Thank you for the 333 medal. How you doing today? Wow. Instant fight. Bum 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 bum. Really good movement. My movement sure has improved. I haven't really practiced it either, it's just from doing the run more and more. Okay, so Aerith menu is Mime on Aerith. All the regular materia on Red 13. Back row. I think that's it. Free FPS is just faster because it's free FPS. It's based on your computer. If you have a super fast computer, you can run the game faster. That's why 30 FPS is like the actual competitive category. Free FPS is just for fun. New Game Plus didn't even have a 30 FPS category until I asked for one to be made. Because I had several people that wanted to run it. Because New Game Plus used to be just a joke category, but then when materia smuggling was found, it became a cool category. So I decided to make it a main category. Oh, Ether on Red 13 too, don't forget. I'll do anyway on Barrett, because why not? I accidentally put Mega All on Red 13. I didn't have to do that, but it's fine. It was just kind of there. I put it on that I was like, oh yeah, I don't need this. I'm gonna let you finish Final Fantasy VII, but Beyonce had the best robot elevator fight of all time. Forgot to put enemy away on. I'll have to do an extra menu. Not letting that happen again. Don't miss. Like, really don't miss. Yeah, I did. I wouldn't add enough for Flare. This is still scary, even with enemy away. RJ beat my record a couple days ago. I no longer have the world record. Alright, so... Trade... Enemy away... For Mega All. Front row... Mime on Barrett. I think that's it. No. No, no. I'm at the water park. My bros are at Chili's. That's the problem. Going to meet up with the boys at Chili's. Hey, this food ain't gonna microwave itself. Welcome back, John Ron. Yeah, I use keyboard. There's really no reason. I just got used to playing the game on keyboard after a while and then just stuck with it. I did a lot of Final Fantasy VII on keyboard when I was like messing with the code and stuff back in the early days. I mean, I still do, but back in the early days when I would just like do a bunch of code stuff on stream a bunch, I was just always on keyboard and I just got used to it. Now I just play on keyboard. It does help with some of the precise movement. It also screws me with some of the precise movement because it's really hard to do a 1 pixel movement on keyboard because the buttons are so big. I have to kind of like do this and hope I only hit it once. Double input also feels worse on keyboard for some reason. That was a whoops. I thought Cloud had first ATB. As long as there it goes, okay. Looking good. Gold splits are the best I've ever done that split. Green just means we're winning against PB. Gold means over every run I've ever done, I did that section the best. The reason why sample is such a big gold is because of the new strats that we just came up with on Friday. That was really slow. I screwed up the movement. I'm gonna do that again because it looked like FFVII screwed up. I'd rather waste a second than the whole run get screwed up. Nope, Mansion Skip is only an 80%. We break the game much harder in New Game Plus. Okay, Bolt 2 should work. Good. I don't need to buy 2 ethers here, but I'm going to anyways, just for safety, because I should have a bunch of extra money. Actually, never mind. That'd be too expensive. I have an elixir, I'll be good. Yeah, they've done Final Fantasy VII at GDQ before. They've done the full PS1 run, and they've done a Steam run, but that was a long time ago. They did a PC run, like a long time ago before most of this big stuff was found. That was back when it was pretty much just Yuffie Skip, or Yuffie Warp. Not to mention, any percent got completely destroyed like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, good thing I don't have to go to the bathroom. Because we proved last run I can't do it fast enough. This run's pretty much coming up to wrong warp. Everything else has gone really well. It's just going to be whether or not wrong warp luck happens. But I'm okay with this run no matter what. because this is a proof of concept without a doubt. So knowing that this is possible, we just got to do this same exact thing over and over until wrong warp works. So it's definitely a good proof of concept. Now if we could get it this run, that would be fantastic, but we'll see what happens. So this menu is going to be sadness on Barrett, wait, heal Barrett if necessary. Do I need to use an ether on Cloud? I guess I should, just in case. I think there's a chance that I could actually get off 2 freezes with this current MP, but... because I only used Bolt 2, but... I think it would just, like, barely not be enough. I'm not sure. I didn't test it, so I'll just go with it. We have an extra ether, we should be good. So, Ether Cloud, heal Barrett, Trank on Barrett, wait. That should be everything. Barrett should still have mine. I could also take enemy away off of Tifa to save a menu later. Although I'll probably heal... well, no, I shouldn't need to heal Cloud. Well, I gotta use an ether on him, so I guess, yeah. But since I'm already in Materia... well, actually, I don't need to go in the Materia menu. But yeah, this is a longer menu, so I'm okay removing it now. Thanks, Matt. You haven't even served them tea. Almost forgot wait. That would have been bad. Alright, Palmer. Be nice. Thanks, Matt. Glad I could help. A little scary. Please freeze. Okay. We should be good. A little slow because you hit Cloud first. The menu's always 60 FPS, even in the original game. It was a little shortcut that they did back in the day. The menus take a lot less memory to work, so they were able to display them in 60 FPS to make them more smooth. But like the fields, they couldn't do it without lag, so they capped it at 30. Same with the fights, they cap at 15, because otherwise they would lag. So we hit Cloud first, which is slow, but the second freeze Frozen, which is fast. So overall, not a bad fight. Still a bit slow, because Cloud dying is kind of slow. Wastes a lot of time. Still gold. That must be that Mega All kicking in. Made that fight a lot faster. The Mega All strats, man. They're coming in the clutch. I don't think Mega All gives any stats, but I could be wrong. Cloud Panic. Alright. It's all up the wrong warp. It's all up the wrong warp. I'm gonna fight on the beach and just use Ultima, because I don't know how much health the squid things have. So sorry for your eardrums, but I never tested this fight. And I'd rather kill them than, like, use Bolt, and then they, like, heal from the Bolt or something, and then bad things happen. And I should hopefully be okay on MP. So that's one of the time losses there with not having enemy lore. Don't hit Cloud. Part of me wants to heal Tifa, but I don't think it's worth. Alright, Spencers. Give me the goods. That's not Spencer's. And it's a back attack. And they hit Cloud. Good start. Come on, Spencers. Spencers? Alright, I'll take second try, 100%. I am okay with that. Ult 2 should work. I think that's everything. The one awkward thing is I can't get HP to MP off of Cloud, which is weird. I've never had that issue before. He should dodge everything anyways. But I have too many materia. Oh yeah, I should have just traded the materia instead of cut it out. That's fine. I can just do that real quick. It should be. Because it's percentage based. Yeah. If I want to be extra careful, I can switch it during this next menu. Which I probably will, just to be safe. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about, like, full materia menu. I was just thinking, like, I'll take it off. Usually I find HP to MP and then swap it, but I was, like, not thinking about it. I was like, well, maybe I'll just take it off. I'll just replace it with literally anything. Master materia, probably on top. Yeah, usually I just find HP to MP and replace it with double cut, but I was trying to go faster than usual. Didn't realize that I had a full materia set. That's exactly what full materia does. Oh, shoot. See, I shouldn't have done that. It's alright. This will work. I'll just sow an elixir on Cloud. This one we have some extra time anyways. If I have an elixir. If not, I'll have to use full cure. Maybe I'll just use full cure. I have another elixir. As long as Vincent gets his turn before heal, I'll have to be fast. Hopefully that's before heal. It might not be. That's bad. Oh well. That wastes, what? 10 seconds? 15 seconds? So not the worst thing ever, but certainly not what we wanted. Yeah, now I know. Now I know to, like, specifically pick out HP to MP and switch it. That might actually waste more time, because I think that black screen is a bit longer than usual there. Alright, we got the important one. Well, overall, really good run. I can't even think of, like, the time loss. We had some goofiness at the end here. And we had second try Spencer's. And Palmer was a bit slow. Otherwise, this was very, very good. I don't think this is world record, to be honest with you. I think it is, actually. Oh, it's gonna be close. Yeah, it is. So close to 151. Ah! If I hadn't screwed up Bizarro. But there we go. At least we got our world record back. There's some improvement here, though, especially with the last split. Last split wasn't the best. But this is exactly what I wanted. This is, like, without a doubt, proof of concept that the new strats are big time save. Mega All is really good. Way better than I thought it was going to be. And I expected to lose some time on the last split because of not having enemy lore. But I shouldn't have lost that much. I lost that much because I screwed up Bizarro. But yeah, I mean, this was a great run. I think pretty much every skip went well. I'm trying to think what other time losses we had. Most of this was solid. Guard Scorpion can be better. Would it be possible to smuggle in enemy lore when you set up your wrong warp? Never really thought of that. I don't think... You could, but it wouldn't save enough time. But, like, well, he was saying, because, like, you wouldn't need enemy lore the rest of the game. Yeah, I mean, I guess at that point, yeah, you might as well do it at the beginning of the game. But, like, here's the thing. You already have to game over there, so that's why it would save a bit of time. Because, like, you already have to game over, might as well smuggle while you're at it. But yeah, I just wouldn't save enough time, because if you get Spencer's first try, then enemy lore would only save a few seconds. It's when you don't get Spencer's first try that it ends up compounding into time loss. I haven't even seen Spencer Manip, but I'm guessing it wastes time, because I usually get Spencer's first or second try. Spencer's isn't hard to get, so I don't think a Manip is worth it. It's only 1 in 3, 1 in 4. I think it's 1 in 4. So you have a pretty good coin toss chance of getting it second try. With something like that, I feel it better just to throw more runs at it than doing a Manip. What we needed was a Yuffie Warp Manip back when Yuffie Warp was a thing. But now it's not a thing anymore, so it's all good. Yeah, man. PB Mondays. Got a Celeste PV and a Final Fantasy VII PV in the same day. And this was good. This really was a good run. I'm very happy with this run. The only big mistake was Bizarro. Spencer luck was just bad luck, and it's not even that bad. Second try is great. And Palmer luck was just bad luck, but again, that's not that bad. So yeah. No, it was just bad luck. He attacked Cloud first. There's nothing I can do about that. But then the second freeze frozen, which is a little faster than if the first one does. So I did make up a bit of time there. Oh, Bizarro is just a mistake. I messed up. I only equipped HP to MP too late, and I didn't heal Cloud, so I had to throw a Mega Elixir. So that Cloud did full damage, and then even after that I didn't get the skip. So I wasted time with the Mega Elixir and wasted time because I didn't get the glitch. So that was a pretty big mistake. It probably wasted what you're looking at, like 25-30 seconds. So that's the big mistake. This could have been a 151-40 something without that big mistake. But that was the only big mistake in the whole run. Everything else went great. In fact, I think all the skips went first try too. Avalanche Skip was good. Suna Skip was good. Jesse Skip was good. All the other fights went to plan, other than Palmer. And second try, Spencer's. So yeah. This was good. I'll probably, you know, attempt to beat this. Well, like, I want to at least run against it and see, like, if Elevator can save more time, if there's, like, some more golds to be had. If I can't get any golds, then I might not just grind this out until I get better Spencers. I don't know if I want to do that. Because the rest of the run was really good. I don't really mind if I had some bad RNG, because the rest of the run looked good. But we'll see. This can always be a fun run just to go back to and see what happens, because now that I have the beginning all settled, I can just keep running that beginning and just see what luck throws my way. See you, Banya. But yeah, at least in terms of, like, showing off the route, this was great. Everything went to plan. And that's what I care about the most. I don't care about necessarily having the shortest possible time. I just like showing this route because it's really cool. And the new strats are so cool too. This is the first Final Fantasy VII world record, or even top time, to break into the HQ, as far as I understand. Maybe one of the meme categories did it for funny, but in terms of actual competitive categories, this is the first time we've ever broken in. Yeah, I love this ending too. I kind of wonder if, like, way back in the day when Final Fantasy VII speedruns were, like, brand new, if they actually broke in thinking it would be faster, like, without actually timing it. Because when I first picked up the speedrun, like I said, before, I usually like to run routes before looking at other people's speedruns. And so when I did my first speedrun just to, like, feel it out for myself, I thought that breaking in would be faster. I was like, there's no way the stairs are faster. Just playing the game casually, I'm like, there's no way. The stairs are so long. And I looked at a speedrun and saw that literally every single category takes the stairs, and I was like, oh. Then I timed it for myself and realized it was minutes faster, at least, like, in any percent. There's just no good way to fight those soldiers. I don't plan on doing another tutorial. Usually that's what happens with speedrun tutorials, is that they always get out of date. But at least my tutorial shows like the general idea, and then if someone's actually serious about running, they'll end up watching someone else's run to see what's new. But maybe one day, if everyone stops running it, and we need like a compilation of all the strats into one video, I could do another one. But that's what always happens with speedrun tutorials. They always get out of date like weeks later. It's almost guaranteed if you do a tutorial on a speedrun, something like brand new is going to be found the next day. Same thing with those speedrun documentary videos. Whenever you like, and this is the current world record, there's always like a footnote that's like, right when I uploaded the video, the world record got beaten. It's just like a curse. But yeah, someone would probably watch my tutorial, get the general idea, and then watch whatever the world record is at the time, or whatever runs they want to watch, and they'd get the idea of what's been found since then. I got the elixir from the mayor. I got lucky. So if you don't get that elixir, then you gotta use the ether there, which I should have had an extra one, I think. I should actually check that. I should check the replay and see if I had an ether, because if I didn't, then I know I need to purchase an extra one if I don't get one from the mayor. Which is really expensive, which means you're not going to be able to get Phoenix down, so you're going to have to get lucky and not let anyone die. Yep, we broke through on this run. I said CG outside. I thought I said go outside. I was like, what? Don't tell me to go outside, game. You go outside. Thanks, Ironwise. Yeah, I'll upload this and the Celeste PB as quick as I can. Dude, I'm never going outside again. I got like the worst sunburn last weekend. Never again. I'm just gonna stay inside the rest of my life. The way you do Palmer, you never buy Phoenix Downs. Do you do like the poison strat from any percent? I was kind of wondering if the poison strat might be better. I should test that. The problem is the poison strat isn't very, like, it's got even less luck, more luck than the freeze strat. Will I am. Thanks, Magic. Yeah, this is screwing my average. I'm gonna average over 30 FPS now. We've been watching 39 FPS credits this whole time. Yeah, but what if he hits Cloud? How do you revive him? I use Trank on Barret, so that if he hits Barret, it's fine, and if he hits Tifa, it's fine. But if he hits Cloud, I have to use a Phoenix down. I have no other choice. Yeah, that's why I buy Phoenix Downs, just for that case. Which you could just go completely YOLO and just hope that doesn't happen. But it's a 1 in 3, or yeah, 1 in 3 chance. That's not a very good chance. Not for me. 1 in 3 chance means 3 in 4 chance. I mean, my strat is already kind of YOLO, because if both freezes don't work, then I'm screwed almost. And some of my other strats, like with sample and stuff, are YOLO. But that far in the run, 1 in 3 chance, I ain't all about that life. Plus, it only takes a second to buy a Phoenix down. Yo, Walter, boy, thank you so much for the brand new sub. Twitch Prime, foam in the chat. Thanks. Those bird sounds are for you. You earned those. Congrats. Alright. Final Fantasy VII PC new game plus 30 FPS in 1 hour, 52 minutes, and 4 seconds. Booyah.